The title of this story is Kofi the Corrupt Judge. Once upon a time, in a small village, nestled in the heart of Africa, there lived a corrupt judge named Kofi. Kofi was a greedy and selfish man who used his power to exploit and oppress the villagers. He would often take bribes from the wealthy and powerful, and in return he would rule in their favor, no matter how unjust the case may be. The villagers lived in fear of Kofi, and they dared not speak out against him, lest they face his wrath. But one day, a wise old man named Kwame decided to take a stand against the corrupt judge. Kwame was a respected elder in the village, known for his fairness and wisdom. He had lived a long and fulfilling life, and he had seen many injustices perpetrated by Kofi. He decided to share his story with the villagers, a story that would teach them a valuable lesson about the dangers of corruption and the power of standing up for what is right. My dear friends, Kwame began. I want to tell you a story about a corrupt judge who lived in a village not so different from our own. The judge's name was Kwansi. He was a just and fair man, but he was also very poor. One day, a wealthy merchant came to the village and offered Kwansi a large sum of money to rule in his favor in the case against the poor farmer. Kwansi was tempted by the offer and he took the money, but he soon realized that he made a grave mistake. The farmer was a hard-working man who had done nothing wrong, and Kwansi's ruin has ruined his life. The farmer's family was left with nothing, and they were forced to live in the street. Kwansi was filled with regret and shame, but he did not know how to make things right. One day, a wise man came to the village and told Kwansi that the only way to restore his honor and integrity was to make amends with the farmers and his family. Kwansi took the old man's advice and he worked hard to make things right. He returned the money to the merchant, he ruled in favor of the farmer, even though he meant going against the wealthy and the powerful. Kwansi's action did not go unnoticed, and soon the villagers began to see him in a new life. They realized that he was not corrupt, but rather he was a flawed human being who had made a mistake, and they forgave him. But my dear friends, the story does not end there. Kwansi's action had a ripple effect, and soon the entire village was transformed. The wealthy and the powerful were no longer able to exploit and oppress the poor and vulnerable. The villagers learned to stand up for what is right. Even in the face of adversity, they lived happily ever after. So, my dear friends, let this story be a lesson to us all. Let us not be like Kofi the corrupt judge who uses his power to exploit and oppress. Let us be like Kwansi, the flawed human who made a mistake, but who also made amends and worked hard to make things right. Let us stand up for what is right, even in the face of adversity. Let us always remember that justice and fairness are the foundation of happiness and prosperous society. The villagers were deeply moved by Kwansi's story, and they began to see Kofi's corruption in a new life. They realized that they did not have to live in fear of the corrupt judge, and they began to stand up for their rights. And soon, Kofi's power and influence began to wane, and the village was finally able to live in peace and harmony. From that day forward, the villagers lived by the principle of justice and fairness, and they never forgot the lesson they have learned from Kwame's story, and lived happily ever after. If you're new to this channel, you're welcome. Please support this channel by subscribing to this channel and also turn up your notification bell to be notified whenever a video is being placed on this channel. Don't fail to drop your thoughts and comments. I will see you in my next video. Bye for now. So much love.